Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Just saw this story here about Mike Pence and his testimony that might be upcoming with the January 6th insurrection court case, and the revelation that he was taking notes during the conversations on January 5th and conversations leading up to the insurrection and the requests being made to overturn the election. Mike Pence flatly rejected that Trump was merely seeking a certification, quote-unquote, pause during an interview Sunday, saying Trump seemed convinced as early as December that Pence had the right to reject or return votes on January 5th. And Trump's attorneys told him, "We want you to reject votes outright." Wow. Okay. So somebody sure's got this story wrong. You know, we've got Donald Trump, the habitual liar and con man, saying that he never told Pence to overturn the election, just to pause it. And then Mike Pence, the living embodiment of unsalted soda crackers, who took contemporaneous notes during those conversations. Which one do you think is going to stand up in court? So there was like 3 legs on Trump's legal defense, and I think one of those legs just got kicked off from that stool. All right, so what's the energy around this? What's the energy around Mike Pence and contemporaneous notes? Who had Mike Pence with contemporaneous notes on their January 6th insurrection bingo card? For entertainment purposes only. Okay, he certainly kept a lid on these notes. He knew, Pence knew what was up, and he knew he had to protect himself. So he took those notes, and he kept those notes to himself as kind of an insurance policy to show that he was not in cahoots. Now, it would have been really nice if he had turned those notes over to the FBI, so when something could have been done about that. Granted, it would be on short notice, but nope, he held on to it. He kept contemporaneous notes. Maybe Mother helped hide them or something like that. I don't know. But here it is. Here's that information that he kept close to the vest. And Jack Smith has it. Sometimes when you want somebody to testify in a grand jury, you find out the darndest things. Okay. King of Swords is here. That's my Jack Smith card. So, signifier, Mike Pence holding on to the information. Jack Smith getting that information. Kind of what's underneath that full is the Moon card. So these notes were secret. Nobody knew about it except for Pence. And now Jack Smith has those. And now Trump's attorneys know about those. And Trump's attorneys are probably having a conniption fit because it just, again, they had 3 things they were trying to stand on, and one of those legs just got kicked out. Okay. In the past, those notes were kept to keep Mike Pence out of jail and to preserve his legacy. His legacy as the vice president, and right now, he was like one of the few people that stood up and put country before party. But man, oh man, did he wait till the very, very last minute to do that. And what's worse is he had to do a lot of soul searching before he could do that. So, not huge major credits for it, but credit where credit is due. He at least decided he didn't want to be part of a coup. That rhymed. Current situation. The information's now leaked out. And he's not real happy about it. He didn't want to reveal that. Why? Because he wants to be president of the United States. He requires Trump's base to support him. And no matter what he does, they will never support him. They just won't. I actually read an article on the National Review. For those of you who don't follow, the National Review is about as right-wing a news source as you're going to find. And they had nice things to say about Mike Pence. Basically saying, what did you expect the guy to do? Which is a reasonable conclusion. Now, every fifth sentence was some backhanded slap about the do-nothing Democrats and how they won't hold anybody on their side accountable and all the horrible things that they did. But that's kind of like, trying to reassure their readers that they haven't gone woke or gone left. So it's like, oh, Mike Pence is a good guy. Oh, you're not feeling so well. Here's a cookie for following now. The cookie being, and those evil Democrats. Oh, and Mike Pence, he followed the Constitution. Oh, you're getting ill to your stomach. Here's some anti-democratic reference cookies for you so that you don't turn off this article. But yeah, Pence is disappointed. He didn't want to let this information out. I imagine Trump is disappointed too to find out that Pence has been keeping notes on him. Where's the loyalty when you need it? Chariot. Okay. This information, Pence's testimony is going to be there on January 6th, and those contemporaneous notes will be part of the evidence, and it will help propel this case forward. There we go. Yep. So Donald shows up. Betrayal, lack of loyalty, backstabber, all these things that Pence did. And I don't know if Pence maybe he feels betrayed by Trump because he really did everything Trump ever told him to do, no matter how distasteful. This was like the only thing. This was the line in the sand, the bridge too far that he wouldn't do. And now Trump's going to turn on him, and the base will turn on him, and he'll never be able to be president. And we celebrate the fact that he'll never be able to be president. Not that he would ever be able to be president anyways. Again, the guy has all the personality of wet cardboard. But we should celebrate the fact that he took notes. He didn't try to overturn the election and throw this election mess into total chaos here. But again, his underneath it all is the moon card. Those secrets will be revealed. What he took notes on will be into evidence, and it's going to really undermine Donald Trump's arguments that they were just merely asking to pause the counts as opposed to overturn the election. I mean, it's not quite like Jim Comey's notes that he wrote after talking with Trump, and Trump wanted him to go easy on Mike Flynn because Mike Flynn's a good guy and all that. With that one, Comey had to type those up and submit them, and basically they became part of the record in the FBI. So there's time date stamps and stuff like that. I'm not sure what Pence did to use the term. This is not the right term, but to notarize his document so that people know that they were actually held in a contemporaneous fashion. Whether he kept a journal or a diary or something along those lines, I'm not sure. But trust that if it's something that could be put into evidence and it would support the case, trust that Jack Smith and company will do that. Okay, so as this card puts up, the Seven of Wands, I was going to ask, how is Donald Trump and the Trump legal team taking to this news about Pence? Well, we know that he's betrayed, right? But what are they going to do about it? There's that Chariot. They have to deal with it. They just have to deal with it, and I guess Mike Pence is going to get thrown under the bus too. Here comes the bus. Got the Star. There's Trump as the King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles in the Wheel of Fortune. A couple major arcana here, huh? What is their defense going to do? They're going to grind forward under Trump's guidance. They are going to paint Mike Pence as the opposite of the Star. He was a hanger-on. He was a coffee boy. He barely knew the guy. He's going to try and paint it that Pence is unreliable. Pence was jealous. He was jealous of everything that Trump had. He was only in there for the glory of the position. And he's going to try and undermine Pence. It's hard to say. It's just he's gonna try and question the legitimacy of Pence's decision, that he misremembered things or something along those lines. And again, there's not much. You can't trash on Mike Pence too much. It's like he's like Steve Bannon, like when he got rid of Bannon and such. Because Pence is just, again, he's wet cardboard. He's unsalted soda crackers. He's so bland and uninteresting that attacking him really has no effect, because nobody had strong passions about Mike Pence anyways, other than, to hang Mike Pence because he didn't do what he was told to do. But Mike Pence keeping notes, it's karmic. It was protecting himself, just like Trump likes to have compromat to hold over people. Mike Pence used that as a way to protect himself. And in some ways, it makes Mike Pence that star, makes him a star witness, because he's got notes. It's no longer he said, she said. It's he said, she said, and she has notes to demonstrate that at the time of the conversation, this is what they were told to do. And you can't misremember that. Trump's lawyer did say that he couldn't wait to cross-examine Pence, because that will completely eliminate any doubt that President Trump firmly believed that the election had irregularities that led to an inappropriate result. Despite the fact that Bill Barr says otherwise, Pence says otherwise, and a bunch of other people say otherwise. That's what they're going to stick with. Don't believe your lying eyes. Don't believe your lying ears. And now don't believe this lying document that he wrote contemporaneously about what I told him, because his ears lied and his eyes lied when he wrote it. And his writing hand lied too. How's Pence going to feel about this? How's he feeling about this? How's this going to impact his election? Oh, there's that betrayal card again. Well, he feels betrayed too. Trump, he did everything Trump asked him to do, and Trump will turn on him in a New York minute, because of course he will. You didn't know that, Mike? We all knew that. And he's going to have to leave. Yep. Probably, all the MAGA people that were pissed off at him for January 6th for not overturning the election are going to be re-energized to start harassing him. He's going to be harassed big time by Trump supporters and the MAGA folks. I don't mean Trump supporters. I mean the MAGA folks are going to go after him. They're going to go after him hard. He tried to do the right thing. He was protecting Constitution. He valued the Constitution. He did everything he was told to do. He was a good little boy sitting on mommy's knee. And now he has to deal with the toxicity and the poison that is Donald Trump and his most fervent supporters, the wackadoodles that will encourage Donald Trump to shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue. So he's got to deal with that now. And all the time while running for office, expect he's going to drop out of this race. We got the Fool card. It's a new journey. This is basically going to redefine Mike Pence in the eyes of the Conservative Party and the MAGA movement. Queen of Cups, again, he was holding on to that information. He was trying to keep it quiet, keep it for as long as possible. But now he's on a new journey, He saw what was happening with the administration, and he took steps to protect himself. This was something new and different for him. And just in case he needed that protection, he kept it quiet. He definitely needed that protection, though. And now he's going to be in that unenviable position of having to testify against Donald Trump. And all the craziness that was going on in the White House leading up to January 6th. And in some ways, he goes from the Queen of Cups to the Page of Cups. He's diminished along the way. Emotionally diminished. Oh, God. So we have the Three of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and underneath is the Ten of Swords. Yeah, his political career is done. His political career is done. The MAGA folks will never forgive him, and they'll consider him just a backstabbing SOB, and he's going to have to leave political life for a while, and he might have to lay low in public life as well, because those are the type of people that you're dealing with. So, bummer for Mike Pence, but, you know, you play with snakes, you're going to get bit. I don't know if that's the quote. And just real quick about that. See, does he think having to leave public life? I mean, I think politically he's done. But does he have to leave public life too? Does he have to? I mean, unless he becomes Johnny Quest's dad or something like that. You know, maybe Mike Pence should move to the Castro district in San Francisco, and he could be a DJ playing electronica at some of the downtown city clubs or something like that. You know, nobody would expect to find him there. Is he going to have to leave public life, private life? Let's see. You got the Ace of Pentacles. Is that money? He's got agreements going on. Protect his family. Star card. Wow, those are great cards. Injustice. Oh, I mean, you can't go in the witness protection program, right? I mean, there's no way he could go in the witness protection program. I think he's going to be, the Justice Department's going to, of course, he's going to have a Social Security, a Secret Service detail. I think he will have extra bodies put on his secret. Let me bring it back down again. He'll have extra bodies put on his Secret Service detail. The government will throw some money at this. It's to protect him and his family. It's the agreement between the government and him, because he was a witness in this case. The government will protect him. So yeah, he might be laying low in public life, but he will have Secret Service protection against any threats. And I think the government knows that there's going to be more threats against him because of this case, and because of who he is, and because of who Donald Trump is, and how the people in the Trump sphere act and behave. So, yeah, Mike Pence, you're going to be in the history books here, and you're going to be in a court case, and you're going to testify, and you're going to tell folks what you know, and you're going to be another pivotal witness in the undoing of Donald Trump. And the Trump supporters are going to have to see you tell the truth of what was going on behind the scenes. And it'll be interesting how they react to that. Okay. Thank you for watching my channel and supporting it. I really do appreciate it. It's been a great ride, and I look forward to doing more videos for you that I hope you find interesting and informative. Have a good one. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.